Good afternoon, here I am with Lisa, who's one of our National Careers Service advisors, and she covers the Wirral, also Liverpool City region. Lisa, thank you very much for your time, really appreciate it. Can you tell us a little bit about your role within the National Careers Service?
I give advice and guidance, but not just what you'd imagine. Well, what I'd imagine before I did this role is people straight out of school or people who need CVs. It's far from it. I go into community places, charities, drop-in centres, community pubs, community cafes, and I'm there for whatever people need. So I speak to, let's say, graduates who've got the degree, been out of work, over COVID, and just feel a bit lost really because they're not doing what they want to do and it's not in their degree. So it's sort of to see how we can help them that way. Absolutely. I'll speak to somebody like tomorrow, going to a company where they're facing redundancy.
Right, okay.
So speak to people there. Speak to mums. I go in to one of the community cafes where they've got sort of after school clubs with the kids, so it's nice and warm, they can have a bit of dinner. And I'm there to help mums who've, maybe not been in work for a couple of years before the kids are born, so are lacking in confidence, don't even have a CV, wouldn't know how to write a cover letter because they just probably haven't got the time or access to laptops. So I'm going into places where I'm wanted. And what you find is as well, you do get a sort of, careers fair the other day, someone came in to speak to me about the kid, 18-year-old kid, the lad, and when I explained what I was doing, the dad actually said to me, well, I'm doing such and such a job now, but I used to be this. How would I go about that? So I ended up having an appointment with him.
Would you kind of say that's probably the beauty of the role? It can be so varied. You're working with fresh out of uni graduates, and then next minute you're dealing with people who are...
Yeah, then I'm dealing with somebody who's in the 60s and just, doesn't know how... Everything's online now. Doesn't know how to switch a laptop on.
That's what you're here for.
That's what I'm here for. Again, this is when we did it at the careers fair. I had a husband, I had a wife come over, I had the whole family. So you do sort of reach
But that
everybody.
kind of does really kind of give off what the National Career Service is about. It's not just one age bracket, it really is from 18 upwards, and we do have that young
Well, when
group
I
as
used to think of it's career service, I just think of due to leave school and having that one-to-one where somebody says, right, you've got this choice or that choice. Yeah. And it's not that. And the one thing I have noticed as well, I'm speaking to a lot of people who are actually in work, stuck in a rut. Yeah. So they're like, how do I go for that promotion? They just need a bit of confidence boost, or you need somebody to step outside themselves and I'll look in and go, well, actually, you've done this, 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 and this. That's what you need to shout about. And that seems to be an impartial, sometimes you can't speak to your friends or family.
That's what's different about the National Career Service, though, because a lot of the other programmes are all centred around unemployment.
Yeah.
What you just said then, people who are actually employed who feel like they don't have any help whatsoever.
Yeah.
What you're here for.
Or, you've been in a job 40 years.
Yeah.
If there anyone is, but no, believe it or not, there are people like that. And they don't know what to do, but they don't just want to do nothing. So it's like, but I do all these questions, and we can do these sort of assessments. It comes out what career would suit you, and that's been quite a turn of thoughts with some people because it's stuff they've never really thought of before. And then from sort of the personality or what suits them, we'll go, well, actually, this, and this would suit you. Which one do you want me to look further into? They'll look into it. And then we'll be able to sort of find a path to get there. So it's not just, okay, you'd be good at this, go on your way. It's like, well, to do this role, you'd have to do this, maybe study this course, do this. And we put a plan together with them. So when we speak to someone, it's usually like an hour appointment.
Really?
It's everything, well, whatever they want to talk about. It could be like, look, I'm really struggling with writing a letter or a cold letter to this company, or I want to use transferable skills, I don't know what to do. We're just, whatever they want, we put a plan together. And I say it's everything we talk about, there's links to it so they can refer back in their own time.
Okay, so one last thing, what would you say is the most rewarding part of being an advisor in the National Career Service? What's the best thing about the job?
Just when it's face to face, it's the feedback. I mean, I go to sort of a lot of the same sort of community places week in, week out, and it's just people coming back to you, just appreciation for what
Seeing
you do.
In the full circle.
Yeah, absolutely. Or when you first meet somebody and they're a bit down on themselves and, I've not worked, I've not done this, and I've not done that. And you go, you just brought 3 kids up on your own. You've got a lot of transferable skills. It's just helping people believe themselves, and it's just having somebody who doesn't know them, who who can advise them and just, convince them that they,
But you're impartial. You're
I'm
not going in
impartial.
with a prejudged.
Absolutely. Just putting a bit of belief into people and just
Yeah,
giving them some
absolutely.
structure and saying, well, okay, yeah, you can do this. If we do this, 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 and this, just putting a plan so they can see it. And that's what's rewarding. That is what's rewarding. I say, it's totally different to what my preconceptions of it was until I started doing it. So.
Well, look, thank you very much for your time. You do an amazing job, and all the advisors really do a fantastic job. So I really appreciate you coming to speak to us today.
Oh, thanks, Leo.
Thank you very much, guys.